Hello friend, this is Swapnil and welcome to Learn SAP ABAP. So in this session, we are going to see what is the use of chain and engine and how to use it in SAP ABAP model build programming. Okay. So what is a chain and engine? So basically chain and engine we use for field validation in model build programming. Okay. So let's suppose you have a three fields on screen and you want to perform validation on fields. So we have implemented some validation logic and program accordingly. Okay. So suppose when we execute program and there is an error in any one of those fields, so all the three fields will get grayed out, means it will be non-editable as display mode. We can't change any value for any one of this field. Okay, to overcome that situation we use the chain engine in model build. Okay, so in this video I have shown you in a detail how to implement it and even more explain in a more detail, so please stay to till the end. So let's get started. But wait, if you are the first time on my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get notification of my upcoming video. So stay to till the end and keep watching Learn SAP ABAP. Okay friends, so I'm in my SAP system. So we'll see how we can use the chain and unchained. Okay, so before that we'll show you our table, from which table we are going to access our field. We'll tell you what we are going to do is, so as you can see, this is our regular table, which is GMP data. Okay, and in this table, as you can see here, for first name and last name. Okay, so basically what we are going to do is, we are going to create one screen, and in this screen we are going to add this first name and last name field from this table. We are going to create one more button called as a display full text, and based on one more we will click on the full text, it will display the first name and last name in third field as a output field. Okay, and whenever the field is blank with the first name and first name, so in that case we will see how the chain and unchain work. Okay, so let's go to the program. Okay, so we are going to access this first name and last name from this table. For that reason I will just create one structure so that it will allow us to access the field. We'll do the global structure emp type. Okay, the employee. Okay, so now we'll write one call screen statement here. So now we will design our screen, 200. Okay, check, activate, set a printer. Okay, we'll double click on this call screen, click on create, write on screen 200. Okay, just click on the layout. So now we will add one box, on our screen. Okay, we'll put one label. we'll write we'll give the name for the label, chain and chain examples. Okay, and now we have to add the field. Okay, so for that reason we will click on this dictionary program and click the from your get data from. So here we will select first name and last name. Okay, okay, here, this place here, and just click right click and deselect. Okay, now we'll add a two text field here. First name, here, first name. Okay, okay, and we'll add one more label, last name. Okay, here we will give the name as a last name. Okay, this is the first name and this is a last name. So now here we are going to add two buttons. Okay, display, we'll give the name as a display full name. Okay, we'll give the function code as a display, and here we will add one more button for the clear, write a text as a clear, and in a function code we will type as a clr. Okay, clear. Okay, so now basically we have to display the first name and last name in third part. Okay, for that reason we have to display the first name and last name. Okay, once we click on the full text, we have to display the on the first name and last name together. Okay, so for that reason we'll define one variable in our main program. Okay, so let's check and activate. So here we will define our name as a global variable full underscore name. Okay, use the type as a char 20 will give. Okay, check and activate. Okay, so now we will access okay, so now again go to the call screen, click on the layout, and in the layout, okay, so here we will add this. So now here I will click on the dictionary program field and we'll click on the get from program with right hand side corner, get from program. So you can see the name one field added here. We'll click on select will GB full name. Okay, and we'll give place here and just double click on it and we'll select as a output only. We'll select the output only. Okay, we'll select the output only. Okay, we'll select the deselect the input field. Okay, so it will work. We want to only just display the first name on and last name in this field. Okay, and here we'll give the label as a full name. Full name. Okay, this is the output field and these two are the input field. Okay, check and activate. Okay, so now we have designed our first name last name. Okay, so close this. Okay, so now here is the main thing. We have to define the chain and chain logic. Okay, for that reason what we can do, we have to do this for here. So we have to write the statement as a chain. Okay, and we'll write the end chain. Okay, and inside the chain and chain we have to define field. Okay, so which field we have to on which we have to perform validation. Okay, so what is our field name? GS emp emp, in which we have added the field which is a first name, right? We'll give this, we'll use a second field GS employee which is a last name. Okay, okay, and then we will define the module. Okay, for in which we are going to write our logic. Okay, so module field validation. Okay, we'll double click on it and click on the yes. Okay, so once we will double click on it, here we have to write the logic. Okay, so what we will write, we'll use the case statement sy you com. Okay, so when, okay, so when in this is nothing but the function code we have provided for our button, right? Display. And the second, what is the CLR? Okay, we'll show you again where we have defined these two things. Okay, if I double click on the screen, yes, okay, if I will click on the layout, for this button, as you can see, we have defined a function called as a DSP, and for the clear we have defined the function called as a CLR. Okay, and for the first name, as you can see, the name of the first name is a GSEMP first name, and for the last name, as you can see here, GSEMP last name. Okay, so and this two field we have used here, right? GSEMP first name, GSEMP last name. Okay, DSP. So here we will write our logic now. So what we were writing, we are going to display the error message in case of both the field are blank. So GS, what is our EMP? P, what is our first name is a first name is initial, or GS EMP last name is initial. So what I am going to do is I will just simply display the message as a first name or last name should not be blank. Okay, type will give as a E as a error message. Okay, okay, and otherwise else what. concatenate what concatenate gs first name employee name employee, then gsemp last name into the second variable which we have defined gv full name, okay, and separated by space, okay. And here where for the clear also we will write, basically when we will click on the clear it will remove all whatever we have entered on screen, okay. Clear gs employee and even gv full name, check and activate, okay. So we'll take the recap. What first we define the structure from which we are going to take the fields, okay. Then we have defined our screen in which we, in the layout we have added the two fields. How we have added this two fields, we have click on the we have click on this dictionary program, and here from the get program we have just selected two fields, okay, and even this gv full name, okay, and we have placed in this cursor and we have just defined the first name and last name mentioned, then we have defined the two buttons called as the full name, and then we have defined the function called as the display, and then clear we have defined a clr very simply, okay. Then in this process after input we have defined the chain and chain, and in which we have used the field with whatever we have to use for the validation, and in the module we define the module, and in which we have simply define our logic, okay. So this is if these two fields are initial, then we are basically displaying the message as the first name or last name should not be a blank, okay. And in case of it is not blank, then it is displaying the message in this third field, okay. And in case of clear it will be clear. Just check and activate and we'll see the output how it's work, okay. So we'll execute this thing now, okay. So now as you can see this is our screen. So we'll what I will do is I will just write first name, okay, first name, and the last name we will write as a Roy, okay. And if I will click on the display full name, so as you can see it is displaying the full name in this box, but now as you can see we didn't have any message, right? So we'll now click on the clear. So now let's suppose I will keep first name and last name blank. I will click on the display full name, so it is basically displaying the message as the first name or last name should not be blank. But as you can see, observe here, the field is the first name and last name, both the fields are editable, right? So we can enter the value, we can enter the value after the error also, okay. So that is the reason we use the chain and unchain, okay. So now let's see, we will remove this chain and chain and we'll see how it work, okay. So now as you can see it is a editable, okay, right. So now we will remove this chain and chain, we'll see how it's work, okay. So we'll go to our program once again, c38, okay. We'll click on the call screen, and here as you can see chain engine, what I will do, I will just comment this, okay. This will also comment, okay. Now you can see chain engine I have commented, and commented fields also. Now we have only module, okay. We'll check and activate, we'll see the output now. In program we'll execute the output. If I will click on now, let's suppose I'm not giving anything in the first name or last name, okay. Then last name, okay, we will simply will give as a blank, okay. So whenever it is blank, so in that case it is displaying the message, right? So if I will click on the display, so it's in the first name or last name should not be blank, and as you can see I'm not able to edit anything, okay. I'm not able to edit anything, it's not blank. But earlier you see when we have used that change engine, in that case it was allowing us to edit, right? But now it is not allowing us to edit, okay. So we'll go back once again in our program, okay. So we'll click on the chain, okay. Okay, so now what I will do, we'll just click on the call screen, and here I will uncomment it, okay. I will uncomment it this chain and chain, and now what I will do, I will just comment out this second field, okay. This second field is comment out, okay. Now we will see how it's work. Check and activate, okay. So now as you can see, for the field validation we have used the chain and chain for this field only, okay. gs first name, okay, and we the second field we have commented. I will execute this. Now I will enter the first name, Swapnil, and I will click on the display first full name. Now it should give us error, right? So let's see, it is giving us error, but now as you can see, first field is editable but second field is non-editable, right? We can't do anything after error, okay. So whenever we want to make the validation in model pool programming, so that case we use the chain and chain, because whenever we will use the chain and chain, it will allow us to edit the field after the error message occurred. Okay, if we didn't use chain and chain, then it will not allow us to make field as editable, so we can't do anything. Okay, so let's go to our program again. I will change accordingly. Okay, double click on call screen, use this field also. Okay, check and activate. Now again we will see the output final. Okay, so now we will see the final output. So we'll click on edit. Now as you can see, I will use, okay, we'll write the name as a Ramesh and username as a Patil, and click on the display full name. So now it will display the full name, right? Will clear. Now I am not going to put anything here. Now as you can see, this is a editable, right, field. So now I will put the both the field as a blank. I will click on the display full name. You can see the first name last name should not be blank, and the still the field is in editable mode, right? Earlier we see, when we didn't use that chain and chain, that time it was in non-editable. After after error after the error, it was in a it was in non-editable mode. So now let's suppose I will put only first name here. Okay, we will click on the display. So now in that case you can see the message, but now you can see both the field are editable, correct? So we can change the value. Okay, so this is the way. So whenever you want to use the validation, so in that case we use the chain and chain. So chain was to make the field editable whenever we have an error. So we, if we didn't use the chain and chain, then it will not allow us to write anything or modify the field value. Okay,
If you like this video, then press the like button below. If you have any doubt, then write me in the comment section below. If you want to learn more about a app, then visit to my website www.learnasapapp.com. The link is also given in the description. And please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get notification about my next upcoming videos. Okay, so friends, bye, signing out.